Hey everybody, welcome to PhoenixCoyotes.com, and we are with the legend, the Twitter legend, Paul Bissonnette. Obviously, Biss, I just first of all want to say thank you for all of us men, all of us married guys out there that follow you on Twitter. Just want to say thanks for all the pictures, all the tweets. But how was the summer?
It was great. Yeah, I had some fun at the start. Went on a few trips. I actually was in LA about 4 times, so it's a little aggressive.
Story time on the airplane coming up, I hope.
Yeah, we'll have to sit next to each other, and I'll feed you full of some live vicariously stories. I know you're married and stuff like that, but it's always good to hear the old times.
Absolutely. On a serious note, obviously you're looking good in training camp. I don't know what you did to those hands all summer, if you were soaking them or what, but
Chiseled away.
yeah, I've been there, obviously. But the coaches are talking very highly of you. Obviously, as a fourth line guy, you want to be more involved. You want to play a bigger role on a team. That has to excite you.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those years where it hopefully jump into an everyday role. Last couple of years, progressively, we've been playing more games every year, which is good. I think that if hopefully I could get on the penalty kill, even just a bit, it increases your minutes, just gets you out there, keeps you loose during games. But yeah, I'm a fourth liner. I know my role, and I just that's not saying I'm just satisfied being a plug. I want to get better as a player and do what I can to help the team, because this is the type of team where you need four lines. We don't have a ton of scoring, but we bring an attitude where it's pack mentality.
Obviously, in order to get better, you have to train in the off season. I think the fans, they always just, they see the end result, the product on the ice. They don't see the hard work that you guys put in the summer. Obviously, you spent some time in Toronto. BioSteel, you talked a little bit about that. Can you just talk about your training a little bit and maybe who some of the guys that were there?
Yeah, they had some pretty elite players there, like Stamkos, Skinner, who won the Rookie of the Year.
Bissonnette.
No. Yeah, one of those things aren't like the other. I keep saying that's funny. Yeah. No, but it was a good camp. Camilleri was there. He's one of the part owners in BioSteel. It's just a product, and it was. I mean, the product was kind of like the focal point of the camp, but it was basically just to train and get ready for everyday pace of the NHL. I would say on a day-to-day grind, I'd say the off season might be even a little harder than during the season as far as preparing, because you want to make it as hard as you can so that when you jump into the everyday practice and stuff, it kind of comes naturally and it flows better because your body's in tune, right? So, yeah, it was a hard summer of training. The second part, like I said, I took a little time off and had some fun, but yeah, I'm excited to get back into it.
Well, obviously a lot of changeover on any team, really, and none more than the Phoenix Coyotes. You guys had a lot of guys leave, but some new faces. Anyone standing out in your mind, and how's the team going to do this year?
Oh, I think our strongest asset right now, I guess, is picking up guys like Raffi and Boyd Gordon to kind of balance out the fourth line, and those guys. Like, I mean, Raffi had 15 goals last year. I don't know if he's going to end up being on the fourth line. He might jump up to the third, but I mean, when you look at as far as our superstar, quote unquote, we don't really have one. I mean, you could say Donor, but he's a meat and potatoes kind of guy too, and he'll tell you that himself. But we're going to rely kind of on everyone, and I think that's kind of big, and just picking up guys like that to balance out the whole lineup, it was a big acquisition.
Well, Rafi Torres, he's built like a fire hydrant. Does that make your does that does that
I've
make
never heard that. I like that.
does that make your job any easier though when you play with a guy like that runs around, creates havoc, is probably gonna bring some crowds to him this year for you to go out there and do your job?
Yeah, I think I think when you have a whole line that's going to do it's hard to kind of focus on one guy, or we're just going to run around and create energy. And yeah, it should be fun. I've never really played with a guy like that with that intensity who hits that hard. So, I mean, today was our first practice together, and it should be fun to see. I'm excited maybe if we play together in San Jose and just kind of get the chemistry going.
Well, back to Twitter. I'll ask you one Twitter question, and I am on Twitter.
You're good about not too much Twitter.
Yeah, well, I know you get abused about it, but I am on Twitter. You can follow. I mean, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, right? I mean, I only have 7,000 followers. That's kind of embarrassing for a hockey guy.
You know what you're funny on Twitter about is you always change your profile pictures to something really odd and weird.
All right, that's Paul Bissonnette, everyone. For everything Phoenix Coyotes, PhoenixCoyotes.com.
Follow Nash on Twitter if you watch this.